What is up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Today we are checking out the Keeley Electronics Noble Screamer. Now, Robert Keeley, in my humble opinion, is absolutely one of the best in the industry when it comes to making boutique-style pedals. With this pedal, from what I can ascertain, he's conquering a couple different things. It's called a Noble Screamer, so you can do the math on that. It probably does a Noble's ODR style circuit, and it does a Tube Screamer style circuit. Now this pedal will do both of those no problem. The ODR style circuit is a very, very popular circuit, especially here where I'm from in Nashville. Session players especially, but all of them, all the guitar players here, well, I shouldn't say all of them, but a bunch of them use that ODR. And then of course, the Tube Screamer is like industry standard for so many great guitar sounds. So this pedal, you know, you get both of those circuits in this pedal. But what makes it really, really cool is the hybrids between the two circuits. In my opinion, that's what makes it sound really great. So you can choose between like the OD style clipping, which is going to be harder clipping, but maybe not the OD Spectrum style tone. You want the more mid-centric tone. You could have that, and you could go vice versa. You could go with more of the mid-centric tone, or more of the OD tone, which is Spectrum, and go with the softer clipping of the TS, and go back and forth between the two. And I think that's what really makes this pedal stand out. So let's get right into what's on top of the pedal. Really simple layout. Top left is your tone control. So that's either going to have control over the Spectrum style circuit or the TS style circuit on the tone. You have a drive control on the other side. That's obvious, and we'll get into it in the demo, but everybody knows what the drive does. And that one will control the either hard or soft clipping between the OD circuit and the TS. And then, of course, you have your level, which is the overall output on the pedal. Now, you've got two switches on the left and the right. On the left side, that's the switch that allows you to choose between the Spectrum style tone circuit and the Tube Screamer style circuit. And then on the right, that switch allows you to choose between the OD or kind of Noble style, which is hard clipping drive, or the TS style, which is soft clipping. And then, like I said, you can hybrid between the two. You have a soft switch, which I always really dig. Now this pedal, you can actually, and for demo purposes, I'm running it true bypass, but you can choose between true bypass and buffered bypass, which is really cool, simply by holding down the switch. Really nice feature. It's pedal board friendly in size. It actually looks pretty cool. And so, you know, input and output jacks are here. There's your 9-volt. Now you can run this all the way up to 18 volts. For demo purposes, I'm going to run it at 9 volts. So without further yammering on, let's check out this Keeley Electronics Noble Screamer. Okay, so what's it all about? Let's find out. Here's the guitar just into the amp. Got the amp dialed really clean, so we're going to have the Noble Screamer do all the work. Here's the Noble Screamer. Okay, mindless rambling so that you guys can hear some of the settings and just kind of dial through it really quick. I started in that OD setting, or the more kind of Nobles thing, and then I switched to just the more tube screamer style circuit, and then I did the hybrid circuits, which are really, really cool. So let's just start with the OD circuit, which is going to be the hard clipping and the spectrum style EQ together. That's the setting I used with that Les Paul at the start of the song. And it's really fat. It does exactly what I thought it would do. Okay, so let's go drive off. Drive about halfway up. Drive all the way up. So even with the drive dimed, you can back the guitar off. It's pretty dynamic, really. I like it about right. About right there. It adds, as you turn the drive up, it does bring a little low end to the circuit. But then you can adjust accordingly. So here's the tone off, or what would be considered a spectrum. Tone all the way up. And this sounds cool, like push. Turn the level all the way up, turn the drive down. Sounds great is what I would call a push box in this particular setting. So there's that setting. Let's go to the TS style circuit and listen to that. Now this circuit is a little softer in output, so I ran the level hotter. Let's check out, and obviously you can hear right away there's that mid hump, there's that, you know, TS style thing right away, soft clipping. Here's the drive all the way up. Drive off. Here's the tone circuit, which is going to be way more typical of the mid-centric circuit. Off. So it's very, I don't want to say predictable, but it's what I would expect from that type of kind of TS circuit. So that is the TS circuit. Like I said, the level is pretty much all the way up now. If you want to go unity, about right there. If you want to push a little harder, then dime it. Okay, so that's that circuit. Now let's get into the hybrids. So I'll just leave everything where it is. Let's change the clipping side from, I'm going to leave it in the TS tone circuit, but I'm going to move it back to that OD clipping, which is more the hard clipping. So right away, more gain, but it still kind of has that mid push. So now you get more gain than a TS style circuit, but you still have that kind of mid bump. So that's a really cool hybrid setting. I think that's what makes this pedal so cool. Let's try the other way. Let's switch from the OD or hard clipping in the drive circuit and move it down to soft, but then we'll go to the OD style tone circuit and see what that does. So right away, way bigger, right? I really enjoyed playing this particular circuit because it was really big and spread out sounding, but it still felt really ampy. Both those hybrid settings feel really amp-like, which is you know, desirable when you're using a pedal. You want it to sound like you didn't turn on a pedal. It sounds like, you know, just part of your amp. That's what I used for the Les Paul solo voices. It just felt really big. It'll still back off. Sounds cool pushed too, so I turn the drive down level hotter so we're hitting the amp harder. Now granted, the amp's still really clean, right? Okay, cool. So that is the Keeley Electronics Noble Screamer. If you've got any questions about the pedal, definitely go to the website. I didn't build it. Mr. Keeley built it. He'll know quite a bit more about it. So, as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, we will see you next time.